What even is a mortgage broker?
Hold my beer, let me tell you. Hi everyone, I'm Sam Fox, a mortgage expert here in the UK, and on my channel, I break down everything that you need to know about home mortgages, finances, savings, anything there is to do with bricks and mortar. This channel is to help and guide you through that maze. Now, do me a favor, like and subscribe. It helps our channel like you wouldn't believe. And we're almost towards our target of 2,000 subscribers. So you know what to do, press that button. Right, that's enough for me. Let's get started. So first things first, do you actually need a mortgage broker? This is a question we get asked all the time. Reality is, you don't actually need a mortgage broker if you don't need one. There, I said it. Don't worry, guys. But let me put it this way. If your car breaks down, are you going to be the one to fix it? Go on YouTube, watch all the videos, try and change oil, get all that stuff sorted. Chances are you're probably not. If your engine light comes on, like me, I'd go straight into the garage and try and get it sorted. And a mortgage broker, we're no different. We're a professional in an industry that you can probably muddle through and do it yourselves. But why would you when life can be so much easier by using a mortgage broker? So in most cases, you can go online or go into a high street branch, but then it's down to you. Is the criteria right? Is the valuation going to stack up? Are your pay slips going to be assessed correctly? Have you input your overtime, expenditure, commissions, all that kind of thing in together? So a mortgage broker is just going to do all that for you. So why have the stress? It's going to save you time, save you stress, potentially save you money in the long run. And I can't imagine that West having somebody texting you and WhatsApping you or sending you voice notes at 10:30 at night to make sure you're happy with where your mortgage application is up to. But most mortgage brokers this day and age would be happy to do that for you. So a broker is particularly helpful if your situation is going to be complex. Now, if you're self-employed or you've got adverse credit history or you've got two parts to your mortgage, there are so many scenarios I could sit here and try and wrap them through. But before I actually mention that again out loud, when Chris and Emma do actually try and get me to wrap through all different scenarios, let's just leave that there. We can help with so much of that stuff and take away that stress. So some of the key benefits that we're going to save you time and effort by handling the research and the application process for you, which can help you secure a better mortgage rate than you might find on your own. Now, working with a mortgage broker gives you a wider access to a range of lenders and products, rather than being limited to just your standard high street or whoever you bank with anyway. So we might be able to find a little product somewhere else that's got a better interest rate or a better product fee or better cash back, and you might not necessarily know where to find them and might be restricted online for it. So people often ask as well, how do you choose a good mortgage broker? Well, first things first, make sure you check them out on the FCA register, the Financial Conduct Authority, that they are registered to provide advice. When you're speaking to the broker, you can ask if they're whole of market or if they work with a limited panel of lenders. The bigger the panel, the greater choice that you have. Check out what fees they charge and what's going to be included for that cost as well. One of the things that we have varying in this industry is that advisors charge at different stages. So an advisor might charge £100 on agreement principal, then the rest on mortgage offer, some charge on completion, some charge just on completion, or some charge just up front. There are some mortgage brokers that charge an application. So it's really important in that first, say, half an hour, 40 minutes with your mortgage advisor, understand what they're going to do for you and understand how they're paid and what charges are going to be applicable to you along the way. Another great point as well is ask how they communicate, whether it's going to be over the phone, email, or whether you would prefer to receive updates on WhatsApp or voice notes, and check their availability of when they can work as well. So it's a good way to have that open two-way conversation as to how they can contact you and vice versa. So then let's look at some of the risks of not using a broker. So if you choose not to get advice and do it yourself, then you might choose the wrong mortgage for your needs and financial situation, resulting in a higher interest rate, potentially higher fees and mortgage payments. And the other risk is not understanding if your application has a high chance of being approved or not. So if you're going to go on a whim and apply for yourself, it might be a shot in the dark as to whether it's going to be approved or not based on criteria, affordability, if the situation is complex, if you're unsure how your income is going to be used towards the application. So make sure you do use a broker, and it can save all those unanswered questions. So the next steps, if you're considering a mortgage, go online and educate yourself on mortgage basics, looking at rates, terms, products, affordability, who even is a residential lender. And if your situation is complex or you're unsure, I'd always make sure you speak to a broker as early as possible. You can compare a few brokers, check the fees, their approach, and the lenders they've got available to, and make sure that you're fully prepared for anything along the way. We've got lots of videos online showcasing what you should have available as a self-employed person or an employed person. So make sure you've done your groundwork, your research, so you're ready to speak to a broker and know that the relationship between you and them is going to be really easy. So there you have it. That's why you should use a broker. If you've got any questions or if you feel there's anything amiss, drop them in the comments below. More than happy to reply to you. Or if you want to speak to a broker, yes, if you watching this video do need to speak to a broker, please drop me an email. It's sam@ukmc.co.uk and I'll be happy to help. I'll see you soon.